Setup of a lab. Some of the states are not having labs also. They are trying to develop the digital lab in the state and also trying to develop the lab in your diets. So what exactly has to be there in the labs also will be discussed by our engineering division. Our media production division will take you explain about all the studio setups as well as the editing console, like what exactly we need to have in the editing part, because none of the state have the complete strength right now. Even though PM Vidya has given an option for you to establish a studio, all the states are not having a full-fledged studio with strength. Even if you ask our faculty in Niri or Bhopal, you can ask them like whether they have dedicated staff for every work. No, they are also having in studio hardly 2 to 3 people who will be doing all the producer work, editor work, cameraman work, every work they only do. This is the same scenario with others also. Sometimes people come and see Delhi setup and think like without the setup we cannot run. That's why our team is also there. They are also having a, in RIs we have very small studio like the ones which you are going to develop in states. We have the same kind of things. Like earlier, like Assam didn't have an audio studio. In Manipur, we conducted a program for all the northeastern states for e-content development training. 10 participants participated in Manipur once. And after that, this 10 people went back and strengthened their state to develop e-content. Right? There are many people who attended that training, went back and strengthened the e-content development initiative in their states. But when they wanted to do audio programs, they just called our student producers. They just went and gave minimum thing. You can go, if you go to get time to go to Assam SCRT, you can see their audio studio. That is a minimum space. I think it was some Gudon earlier, just behind the washroom. But they just converted that. It will not be even this. Just hot water is outside, so you can reinvest. So, good morning, everyone, and I take this time to welcome Professor Amrinder Bairaji, who is Joint Director of CIT NCRT for this inaugural of workshop on leveraging digital technology for master trainers of states and UTs, very specifically for SCRT and diet faculty. And this is phase 3 of the program, and this is the last phase of the program. In the this particular program, we have invited mostly the participants from Northeast, but we also have state of Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra participating in this program since they were not able to participate in, in their phase. We have participant also from Niri Shillong, and also we have from RIE Bhopal as representing the both the regions. So I take this time to welcome all the participants who have come here for this particular program. And since Sir has to leave, I think it's better we start. We will directly take Sir to speak. So should we go for introduction? Do you have time?
Very quickly, but it will take time. Maybe
Sir, you can speak, sir. We can take it in the validation. We'll listen to you first.
Very good morning and actually, I'm not well. It's just recovered from viral. So my throat is also not okay, but still. Very good morning and namaskar to all of you. My esteemed colleagues from CIT, Dr. Angel Ratnabai, Associate Professor in CIT and coordinator of this 5 days program, and all the distinguished colleagues from all the SCRTs, diets, and the RIs of NCERT, including RI Silong and Niri Silong and RI Bhopal. First of all, I take this opportunity to welcome all of you to this 5 days Master Trainers Orientation Program. Good morning. Orientation program on leveraging technology for teaching, learning, and assessment. Basically, we'll be focusing on. I would also welcome Professor Indu Kumar, who heads the Department of ICT and Training in CIT and CRT. Actually, all of us we know that the policy has given us a mandate to provide equitable quality education and lifelong learning for all, rooted in Indian culture and ethos, that too which is affordable for all of us. Means for all the parents, all the stakeholders, the education has to be affordable. So the policy talks about equity, quality, and equality as well. And while talking about that, the policy also talks about having a curriculum which is holistic, which is integrated, which is engaging, which is joyful also. So means a curriculum needs to be holistic, integrated, engaging, and joyful. And for that, all of us, we being teachers and teacher educators at different institutional level, needs to use multiple modes. So there could be plurality of methods, approach, and techniques. And I strongly feel that the scale which we work in India, particularly nearly 15 lakh schools and nearly 1 crore plus school teachers and nearly 25 crore school students, if we have to address their concerns simultaneously, I repeat, nearly 15 lakh schools and nearly 1 crore teachers in the schools and 25 crore students in the schooling system, if we have to address their concerns simultaneously and ensure that equitable quality education and lifelong learning has to happen in a time bound manner, because the policy has given us the mandate up to 2030. So by 2030 we have to achieve. It is also the sustainable development goal for UNESCO. So you might have seen the sustainable development goal. There are 17 goals. Goal 4 is for education. So the policy goal and the sustainable development goal for education is also echoing each other's concern. And we have to achieve that by 2030. And given the scale we have in India, without technology it is virtually impossible. So we need to use technology in a way that it is achievable and in a time-bound manner it is done. So therefore the policy, I don't know how many of you have thoroughly read the policy and all, but I request Dr. Angel, if they have not gone through the policy in toto, so if possible, if we can give a hard copy of the policy to all of them, photocopy of the policy, so that it can be with them. Like for us being teachers and teacher educators, it is not less than Bible, Quran, and Gita. So for teachers, these are the documents. For religious purposes, we practice and read different documents for different purposes by different people. Well, all teachers, they need to read the NEP 2020 and both the NCFs, NCF for foundational stage and NCF for school education, and that too every day without reading Gita, I may survive, but I need to read the curriculum framework. Then only I can enter into the class and plan my activities accordingly. So Gita might have told, might have explained how to work hard without focusing on the product. But simultaneously, we need to know how to academically plan the lessons for the classrooms. So that is because pedagogy, content, and technology integration has to happen in the classroom. And there are five thrust areas the policy places before us and through chapter 23 and chapter 24. So these are the two chapters in NEP 2020. They highlight on use and integration of technology. So the first thrust of the policy places before all of us is using technology for teaching, learning, and assessment. If I am a maths teacher, I would like to explain some of all the three angles are 180 degree. So it could be possible that I can use a piece of paper. It could be possible I can use the shapes here I have in the classroom. It could be possible also to cut into pieces the bread or any sandwich the children might have taken to the class for eating. But simultaneously with a GeoGebra applet developed by children or teachers, or the teacher can design an applet then and there in the classroom, drag any corner of the triangle and it becomes 180-degree only. It can be taken to anywhere. So, but still it will make 180-degree. And so it can be easily explained there. So there are many hazardous chemicals we are scared many times to use in the classrooms because directly or indirectly, knowingly or unknowingly, if children they spill it on their skin or it goes into their eyes, it can be hazardous. It can be dangerous. It can spoil their eyes also. So the skin also. So therefore, till children get a dead frog to dissect, because dissection of frog in our classroom is also environmentally banned. So there could be a possibility that we uh, dissect the same thing, do it virtually. So through virtual labs, which is possible. Similarly, there are many things like people are from. Are there anybody from Manipur? Uh, So, like, how many of you have been to Loptak Lake? Anybody? So, Kalita ji, Raju ji, na? So, Raju ji from Assam, he has been to Loptak Lake. But if sir is going to make a virtual tour of Loktak Lake, so how it look like in midnight, how it look like in winter, how it look like in summer, and how people fish there. So how aquatic animals are there, what kind of birds are there. So during winter, are there migratory birds from different countries coming there or not? So, what are the other animals found there? So, if he's developing a virtual tour of that, so it becomes easy for us to see that and learn it very quickly. Similarly, we have colleagues from Nagaland also. How many of you have seen the war cemetery in Kohima? Again, Rajuji has explored all the northeast. So, and anyone from Arunachal Pradesh? How many of you have seen the Tawang monastery? Rajuji? Oh, बाकी असम वाले क्या कर रहे हैं? So he has been to all the northeastern states. So why it is named as Tawang, and how why Tawang monastery is very popular and very famous and very old, also one of the oldest monasteries in India. And if somebody makes a, and how many of you are from Ladakh? So how many of you have seen Himis Gumpa? लद्दाख वाले हाथ नीचे करें. You are from which state? Arunachal. Arunachal. You have been to Himis? Yeah. Okay, very good. So it is extremely difficult for all of us to go to Ladakh, and Ladakh they will say 24 hours you will not speak, you will not wake up, so you have to sleep. Then next day they will say you reduce your volume, so don't speak loudly. So because the altitude problem is there, because acclimatization takes time to someone. Even I have seen 2 3 people continuously vomiting, and we had to send them back to Delhi because they could not survive there. So, but going there and facing all the natural whatever hazard and visiting all around many times becomes difficult. How many of you have been to Andaman Nicobar Islands? Madam recently went to Kalapani. So, Professor Edwin, you, uh, uh, Daniel ji, you have been to Andaman Nicobar Islands. Good. So there is a live volcano also in Andaman Nicobar Islands. Madam इस बार जाके आई है शायद बता रही थी. Mud volcano. Yeah. And they have cellular jail where Indian prisoners were being put there, tortured there, and while recreating or talking about the history, so history of freedom struggle movement in India. So we can reconnect, and if there are virtual tools on these aspects, so easily students can understand. How many of you have seen Kangala Fort apart from Manipur people? Kangala Fort, one of the नहीं नहीं हाँ कांगला फोर्ट नहीं देखो न्यूज में तो कांगला फोर्ट इन इम्फाल itself हाँ never going to मणिपुर तो नॉर्थ ईस्ट से आप दिल्ली आ जाओ तो अब नॉर्थ ईस्ट में रह के क्या फायदा है हम मणिपुर ही नहीं गए तो so what I directly mean to say and try to connect all your historical monuments and other things directly around that. People are from Meghalaya. Meghalaya not participating. Not participating. So there are many things knowingly or unknowingly with a planned way or unplanned way we cannot take children to everywhere and replicate that in classroom. It is impossible. But technology can help us to do that. So, why for teaching, learning, and assessment, we need to develop a large number of resources and disseminate so that, like, we have more than 600 virtual labs on Diksha. So there are hazardous chemicals. We need not to directly give it to children. They can practice it through simulations until they practice it very well. Then we give them the hazardous, any dangerous chemicals to handle in a better manner. So similarly, there are other four first areas the policy mentions apart from using technology for teaching, learning, and assessment. So we need to use technology for overcoming the barrier of languages. So like I come from Odisha, my mother tongue is Odia. So in Odia, Odisha, Odia is not the only language. There are 23 other languages also. So we need to use technology for developing resource in those languages. Like Dr. Daniel is from Nagaland. So Nagaland maybe more than a dozen of languages they live together. And Nagamese is a bridge language among all of them. So similarly, there are linguistic diversity in many states of our country, and there are many languages that are in the verge of death. Like we have a colleague, Dr. Koiran here, he is a physics professor. So his language is in the verge of death because there are very few native speaker of that language, and people have traveled to other states also for job, and all, and their children are not learning their mother tongue. They are learning English, Hindi, any other language. Maybe if they are in Bangalore, they are learning Kannada, but certainly not their own mother tongue. So therefore, the mother tongues are dying. So therefore, it is all our responsibility that to keep all the mother tongues alive and develop resources in multiple Indian languages. NCRT has paved the way in a way that we have used artificial intelligence and translated NCRT textbooks for the first time in 22 Indian languages. So if Assam people will say, is it available in Assamia and Bodo? Yes, it is available. So if Manipur people will say that, is it available in Manipuri? Yes, it is available in Manipur. It is also available in Odia. So all the 22 languages included in Schedule 8 of our constitution, there we have done that. And we have developed 121 Indian language primers. So there are many languages from your states. We have developed alphabet books, primers, so that children get an opportunity to learn that. It is uploaded on NCRT website. We have distributed among states and UTs also. But we have used technology to use Bhasini and Anuvadini tools, which are AI enabled tools, to use that for translation of content. So similarly, it can be done. Recently, we have signed one MOU with IIT Madras, and we will be translating all the 600 plus virtual labs into 22 languages. So that you need not to rediscover the thing, rediscover the fire. So it is already discovered. Only you have to meaningfully use. So that is like fire. Also, we are using meaningfully. Not that we are bringing stone and creating fire now. So we are not in that age. So therefore, technology is there to help us. So let us use it. I mentioned first is using technology for teaching, learning, and assessment. Second first is using technology for overcoming the barrier of languages. So there are 1300 plus languages in India. So we need to bring all those languages to our classrooms. But now we have not, Sachin Tendulkar might have scored more than 50 centuries. But we have not scored one century in languages, bringing languages to our classrooms. So we need to bring all the languages to the classroom, because all the researchers they have proved if the child is learning in his or her own mother tongue, then the learning is faster. And nobody can beat, and learning using the same language learning principle, the child can learn multiple languages. So that is possible. And the third thrust the policy places before us is using technology for teacher preparation at in-service level in our diets, be it colleges and all, and using technology for continuous professional development of teachers. I mentioned that there are 1 crore teachers in the schooling system. So we have to train 50 hours training has to be given to every teacher on an annual basis. It is the policy requirement. Policy has mandated that 50 hours mandatory training per annum per teacher has to be given. So are we giving? Are all the teachers? We have several hundred courses on Diksha. So are our teachers engaged to undergo those courses and complete 50 hours course mandatorily? And similarly at pre-service level, I don't know how many of you are aware, there are 15,000 plus teacher education institutions. They prepare would-be teachers. Even all the Assam diets are running B.Ed courses also along with the D.Ed courses. So they are preparing teachers. But do you know the demand and supply we have? So actually every year nearly 5 lakh teachers, 5 lakh to 6 lakh teachers per annum we require. But we produce nearly 15 lakh to 16 lakh teachers per annum. So we are preparing surplus teachers for our country. So where those teachers go, what do they do? Teachers means those who are trained already. So and our CTET and state eligibility test, you know, so there are very less pass percentage. Even though we don't get good teachers also through those tests. So how a demand and supply chain can be maintained in a better manner, that also needs to be done. So therefore, pre-service teacher preparation and in-service teacher preparation, technology needs to be used there. And the fourth thing is children with special needs, Divyang. So there are 21 different variety of Divyang children as per RPWD 2016 Act. So starting from visually challenged to hearing impaired to Parkinson to autism. You might have seen तारे जमीन पर इकबाल हिचकी कोई नहीं देखा तारे जमीन पर anybody has not seen इकबाल have you heard earlier नसीरुद्दीन शाह का क्रिकेट सिखाता है जो तो हिचकी रानी मुखर्जी को देखा होगा तो हाँ, you are not saying देखा good. So what I am saying indirectly that they in film also they address the concerns related to special needs. But we being teachers and teacher educators, it is our moral responsibility, constitutional duty also. We need to bring resources for all these stakeholders. So if there are HI hearing impaired children, we need a large number of sign language videos for them. If there are hearing impaired children, we need large number of audio content for them also. So therefore, we need to produce a large number of content for children with special needs using technology. And today, text to video, text to audio, text to sign language. So it is possible with AI intervention. So are we doing that? So if we are not doing that, we need to start that. So last but not least, the policy says that we need to use technology for streamlining the educational administration. So like we have Rashtriya Vidya Samiksha Kendra at here in NCRT and CIT. I request Professor Indu and Dr. Anjali, if time permit, they can take a round to CIT and see all the facilities we have here, including the Vidya Samiksha Kendra. And all of your states except Kerala. Kerala is not represented here, na? No, sir. Except Kerala, all the states are having Vidya Samiksha Kendras. So education data center, even Assam Vidya Samiksha Kendra was the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, he used the Vidya Samiksha Kendra, and the Honorable Minister of Education of Assam, they used the with the Samiksha Kendra data and deployed science and mathematics teachers in some districts where they were not in a time-bound manner. So again, having decisions based on the data-driven analytics, so that is also required. And if too, as a teacher now, mobile apps are also coming for attendance purposes. So for attendance app, so if Daniel and Raju both are absent in the class, I need not to take 50 people's attendance in a just I'll click on Raju Barwaji and Daniel Ji, Dr. Jan Daniel Ji absent to start the class. We not to spend 20 minutes for introducing or calling roles of every child in the classroom. So saving time and getting more time for academics. So therefore, these are the five first areas we need to use. And using technology for teaching, learning, and assessment is the most beneficial for all of us because we are planning that equitable quality education and lifelong learning should be there for all. So with these words, I welcome all of you. I hope this 5 days workshop will help all of us to acquire appropriate skills and competencies. And because you are our evangelist, our spokesperson, you will be our master trainers spreading across the states and UTs and organizing different training programs for different states and UTs also, including your own state. And we'll be using you people as a resource support for training other people also. So therefore, I request all of you to take care of all the aspects being going to be talked in these 5 days and get adequately trained so that you help us to scale the teacher training in the country. So best wishes to all of you. I congratulate the head, the ICT Professor Indu Kumar and Dr. Angel, coordinator of this program, for organizing this phase 3 program for the states. Will be organizing two more phase. This is the last phase. This is the last phase. We are going to cover all the states through this so that subsequent training can happen. And we organize training program through online, blended, and face-to-face mode as well. So please support in your state and across the country in neighboring states also to scale the teacher training in a time-bound manner because policy was rolled out in 2020, but till now we have not been able to train 1 crore teachers in the country on an annual basis. So which is our responsibility. Our means all SCRT, all diet, all NCRT, all school boards. It is our responsibility. If we don't do, we fail in doing that. And if a child is coming 200 days to school and getting failed also, so we also fail because the poor child is not having any fault because child is coming to school every day for 200 days. So why the child should be failed? So let us work together and achieve the national goal for providing equitable quality education and lifelong learning for all. And thanks to all of you for joining us.
Thank you, sir, for setting up the stage by giving us the brief on what NEP talks about. We will be sharing with them the hard copy of chapter 23 and 24 for all the participants after the first session is done. And as you have guided, like we have already made arrangements for taking them to complete visit across all the facilities. Will be surely taking them through all the things which you have given. Thank you so much. And before we invite Professor Endo Kumarji, we would like to go for one round of introduction so that we know each other and then we will move forward. Can I get the mic, please? Thank you so much, sir. I take this time to thank Professor Beraji for giving us time for this inaugural. Thank you, sir.
Hello, my name is Isaac Nosom from Mizoram, the state of Mizoram, and I'm a teacher of Diet ISO.
Oh, B. Laramdit Puya from Mizoram. Lecturer that. Thank you.
I'm Lalong Puya from the Serchi, Mizoram. Kiran Kumar from Manipur. I'm a teacher educator of Hindi Teachers Training Institute. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Myself Kankan Kishore Doctor, Assistant Director, SCAT Assam.
Namaskar, good morning. I'm Raja Gurwa, Faculty of Diet, Karbi Anglong, Assam.
A very good morning. I'm Pratishtha Adhikari, Senior Lecturer of Diet Dalguri, Assam. Namaskar, I'm Ruchira Gupta. I'm Senior Lecturer in Diet Kachar, Assam.
Hello everyone. I'm Idris Ali Wazir. I'm from Kargil Diet lecturer.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Dorje Wangchuk, Senior Lecturer, Diet Lay.
Good morning to all. I'm Sadiq Ali, lecturer in electronics, Diet Kargil.
Good morning all. Myself Arnav Sen, Assistant Professor in JE Shillong. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Sanjay Moyo, working as a lecturer at Diet Rowing from Arunachal Pradesh.
Good morning. This is Dr. Behra from Chakradhar Behra from RI Bhopal, Assistant Professor in Physics.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sunil Kumar Soni, Diet Mandla, MP.
Good morning. I'm Gopin Parkour from Diet Narsipur, MP.
Hello everyone, my name is Ausun Kumlam Kumar. I am serving as a lecturer at Diets and Auto Nagaland.
Hello everyone, I am Kesha Linyo, lecturer from Daiichi Chaman, Nagaland.
Good morning, I'm Daniel Tong from SCRT Nagaland.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vijay Krishna Sinha from Diet Bholai.
Good morning, madam. Good morning, everyone. I am Ashish Datta. I am the senior lecturer, Diet Agartala, Tripura.
Very good morning, respected sir, madam, and all participants. Myself Komal Dev, faculty Diet Lecturer, Unaguti District Tripura.
Hello everyone, my name is Rodho Chobin, lecturer, Diet actually from Arunachal Pradesh.
Good morning, everyone. I am Rajesh Zammo, Senior Lecturer, Diet Kamki, Arunachal Pradesh. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Dr. Sandeep Mure, SCRT Maharashtra.
Good morning. I am Pandagnath Jadhav, lecturer, Diet Pune, Maharashtra.
Good morning, I am Dr. Birappa Shinde, Diet Dharashiv from Maharashtra.
Good morning, everyone. I am Narayan Mudgalwad, lecturer, Diet Nande, Maharashtra.
A very good morning, everyone. This is Elvin Sam from Diet Wokha, Nagaland.
नमस्कार मेरा नाम सी ललन किम I go by Kim. You can call me Mr. Kim. Technical Officer, SCRT Mizoram.
Good morning, all of you. My name is Dr. Geeta Deswana. I'm academic consultant at CIT NCRT. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Menka Chaudhary. I am Senior Assistant Consultant here, CIT NCRT.
Good morning, all of you. Dr. Kariyappa, working as an academic consultant.
Thank you so much for your introduction, and we will come to know each other more during the sessions. Now I invite Professor Indu Kumarji, who's heading the Department of DICT and Training Division, under which this particular program has been taken up. Ma'am, welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Angel, and welcome everyone from participants from different states and UTs, and two of the RIs of NCRT, Regional Institute of Education. So this is the phase 3. Two phase we have already covered. So this is the last phase for this workshop on leveraging digital technology for master trainers in different states and union territories. So Professor Behra was talking about NEP 2020, and Dr. Angel will give you the document of National Policy of Education 2020, because whatever we are doing, whatever we are implementing, whatever workshops, trainings, and other programs we are organizing, those all are in line with NEP 2020. Since this workshop is for leveraging digital technology for different purposes in school and teacher education, at least we need to thoroughly understand two chapters. Read two chapters, chapter 23 and chapter 24, so that you know in a focused manner how to leverage digital technology for teaching, learning, and assessment. So, Dr. Angel might have given you this concept note along with the schedule of the program. So, there are key areas also given here, but if you read those two chapters, it will enhance your understanding about how to implement digital technology for school education and teacher education. The key highlights here in these documents are we have to train teachers. It is highlighted in NEP 2020 in digital pedagogies. If we talk about technology, implementing technology in the classroom, integrating technology in the classroom without having any thorough understanding of how pedagogically technology can be integrated in your lesson and learning programs, we won't be able to do justice with our students. We need to understand the digital pedagogies. That is why, based on this key point, there is a session in the schedule on digital pedagogies also, so that we understand, because we are master trainers. So we need to understand digital pedagogy so that we can train others in our respective states and union territories on how to implement digital pedagogies in schools, how to appropriately integrate technology with the classroom interactions with teaching, learning, and assessment. So, these are the three areas that we all teachers and teacher educators work towards. We teach, we assess, and we learn. And technology should be integrated for all these three areas for teaching, learning, and assessment. Apart from this, NEP 2020 also talks about enhancing digital infrastructure, which may not be in your hand, but if some administrators are also there, and there is funds allocated to different states and union territories under Samagra Shiksha on technology implementation and for education in general. So we need to see how to utilize that fund to enhance the infrastructure or upgrade the infrastructure, because in the absence of infrastructure we won't be able to appropriately integrate technology with teaching, learning, and assessment. So infrastructure is also one of the important component that need to be taken care of. Then enhancing digital literacy. During the time of COVID-19, we all got to know that we are not appropriately digital literate, neither we nor our students. Although students are proficient in using technology, they are fearless in using technology, but they are not aware how to keep themselves safe and secure in digital environment. What are the netiquette and other nitty-gritties when they are in cyberspaces, when they are in digital spaces? So this is the dimension of digital literacy for students, and we all need to understand digital pedagogies. What are the different platforms and portals which can be leveraged for technology integration? Flipped learning, blended learning, these are the basics things that we need to know. And also evaluation, online evaluation, because it was the biggest challenge while using technology for taking education forward during pandemic, how to assess and evaluate those children. And later on some studies also happened where it was found that there was a learning loss among students during this period, because we were not able to identify and devise appropriate methodologies for assessing students. In NEP 2020, it is also one of the area that we also need to understand and prepare a robust system of online examination and assessment. So that is also one of the dimensions. Then ICT curriculum integration also need to be done. We need to in a focused manner implement the ICT curriculum, and we need to have an ICT curriculum. CIT and CRT has come up with an ICT curriculum, so its implementation and integration need to be done in all the areas of digital education, and development of online learning and platforms also need to be developed, and for that convergence of efforts need to be done, because we keep working in silos. Every states and UTs have their own different apps and portals, so we are utilizing money and human resource in not so appropriate manner. So if we converge the effort, so Diksha is one of the example for convergence of effort. So this is one federated platform where all the states and union territories are also tenant. Another example of federated infrastructure is Vidya Samiksha Kendra. Vidya Samiksha Kendra is there at the national level also, and it is also there at states and UT level. So that data comes from the fetch from different states and union territories on common front, and it is integrated with the national level, so that we understand how to profess data driven decision making. We all know the problems of education, but we don't have appropriate data. We just speculate, and no, there is not a robust system to have data whether there are appropriate teacher allocation is appropriate, whether students are achieving learning outcomes in different subject areas in a balanced manner or not. There are states and union territories where children are lagging behind in one specific area, say English or mathematics. So, what are the root causes? It can also be understood by Vidya Samiksha Kendra if we take data on learning outcome level also, and also performance grading grading index we can integrate with Vidya Samiksha Kendra, so that we understand the performance of each school and where are the gaps. So that is how we need to leverage digital technology to enhance the quality of education, and also we need to create collaborative communities, which is highlighted in NEP 2020, and the program you are participating in is also one step towards this objective, that we need to create communities for professing, for imparting digital education. So this we are doing in face to face manner, but we can have collaborations, we can have communities in online on online platforms as well, so that we learn from each other's experiences. So these are some of the areas which have been highlighted in NEP 2020, but if you read the chapters, you will know many more, and you will understand the nuances of all these focus areas. So, with these words, I'm stopping here. You will also be having some hands on experiences also on creating digital content, because creating quality digital content is also one of the major areas which is highlighted in NEP 2020. If we want to leverage integrate work towards digital pedagogies, quality digital resources is also one of the important focus areas that we need to concentrate upon. So be with us for these 5 days, concentrate, learn, and take the learning with along with you to implement in different states and union territories, and that is how you will be serving or contributing your own bit towards the implementation of NEP 2020. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks for taking time to be part of this inaugural and also encouraging all the participants to underline the principles of NAP 2020. We will be having a detailed session on this in the upcoming days as well. We will also be having Indu ma'am as resource person for the session. So we'll be meeting her once again. Thank you so much once again for being part of this inaugural, ma'am. And for all the participants, we will be starting our technical session. So with this, I take this time to thank and close the inaugural to carry. Thank you so much.
Thank you.